Hello, hey mom, hey dad watchers. Brother Kerrigan here with you today. So I was in town today running some errands. Had to go to Tractor Supply for a couple of things. And I was there and it's the time of the year when they have chicks. And being the chicken ninja that I am, been dealing with chickens since 2013, I think, 2012. But anyway, we have some older hens on the property. They're not laying as much, and we don't support freeloaders on this property. So pretty soon they're going to be banished to Siberia, i.e., put in the freezer. And we're also going to get some meat chicks soon as well. So it's time to replace some of the laying hens we have on our property. They're not laying like they used to. Also time to put some extra roosters I have in Siberia as well. So while I was there, I decided to get some chicks. Let's see what I got. All right, so we got 12 chicks today. And we got 4 of 2 different kinds of breeds. We got some 4 Rhode Island Reds, 4 Golden Comets, and then 4, what'd they call us here?
I think it was
Starlight, right?
Green Starlight.
Green Starlight, okay. Yeah, the Green Starlight is supposed to be a mixture between a green egg layer and probably a Golden Comet. So these will be the replacement for the hens we have that are old. I didn't get any roosters. I have plenty of roosters. My roosters are still pretty young and healthy, so they're the ones I'm going to be processing and putting in Siberia. These 12 will be really good. Rhode Island Red are really good egg layers. Golden Comet are supreme egg layers. Talking about like 300 to 320 eggs a year. Big, extra large sometimes, brown eggs. Rhode Island Red, slightly smaller eggs, slightly less egg laying every year. And then the Starlight ones, I've never had those before, but they seem to be similar to what we were trying to do on our own farm. We have an Easter egger rooster who had a whole flock of Golden Comet hens. And we actually raised up some of those chicks. We incubated them ourselves. And what came out were chickens that were as small as an Easter egger, had the Easter egger beard, looked like an Easter egger, laid green or blue eggs, different shades of blue and green, but they're actually laying a lot more eggs. So I'm hoping the Starlight one that we bought today from Tractor Supply will be similar to that. And this is what it's like when you're raising chickens. It's a cycle of life. They come, they go, they work hard, they give you lots of eggs, you treat them well, you take care of them. You get meat from them in the end, or if you're raising them for meat, you'll get meat for them from the beginning. You hope to have some meat chickens here, some chicks here pretty soon, and we'll process them within a couple to 3 months, and we'll take you down through that process as well. So here we have this container. You can find it at Tractor Supply. We've had this one for a long time. I've seen quite a few chicks through the years, and we don't have the pine shavings in yet, but we'll do it here in a second. We also have a heat lamp here. These lamps are notorious for falling down. We never really had one fall down, I don't think, but we have it clamped on here. What comes with it, we have a hole through the side of it and zip tied, and we have this clamp right here to give it extra strength on there to keep it on there. Okay, we have Delia is going to be our helper. How are you, Delia?
11.
How old are you?
9.
Yeah, Samus is going to help some too. Okay, and we also have water here, which is important for chicks when you first get them. We didn't get ours in the mail, but you might. We got ours from Tractor Supply. But we also put some oregano oil droplets in it and some apple cider vinegar, which is good for them. So why don't you go ahead, sweetheart. You can help out too, Samus, if you want to. Put some pine shavings on the bottom. I'm going to put a nice layer. You can probably get a lot more than that at a time, sweetheart. Just get bunches of it and just put it in there. It'll come off in sections in there. And you try to make as little mess as possible, but we'll have to sweep it up, I guess. So you're gonna want see what the thickest parts are now? About double that, all over. Okay, so probably you need some over here in the corner, of course, not much there, but about double what you have right now. And then as time goes by, we'll simply continue to replace it. We don't really change it out, you mix it up, and eventually put some more on top of it. In the end, you really can put this in your garden when you're done with it. And we get the pine shaving flakes from Tractor Supply as well. We see you get flakes. You want to get the flakes ones. The flakes are too big. for the chickens really to eat. They'll protect them from any kind of stupidity they may bring upon themselves. Okay, it's time for the chicks to go in their new home. Let's see how they like it. All right, there they are. You just want to put them nicely in there. Make sure you put your hands over top of their wings. And you want to dip their beak in the water so they know where the water is. There you go. That's their new home. Okay, good. Careful, careful. There you go. Okay, put them down. All right. So what do you think, chickies? Oh, they're going right to eat already. One that's really hungry. Look at that one, it's hungry. He's like, well, I want something to get away from my food. I'm sure later on we'll have some worm chicken football.
Look how fuzzy this one is. Okay.
Let's just do one at a time, Seamus, okay? And they're going over to the heat lamp because it must be they want to warm up. Chicks are really, they don't have their main feathers in yet, so they stay pretty cold. Even when it's, you know, late March in Georgia where it's warm right now. It's like this high 60s today. They like to stay warm. So what you do is you put the heat lamp on one side. If they want to get warm, they'll go over there. You put the water on this side so the water stays pretty cool. If they want to cool off. And the food goes in the middle. That's the way you set it up. And it's important to watch out for them. To make sure you take care of them, make sure the bedding stays dry. They cannot be wet bedding for them. You want to look out early on. Make sure you don't get something called pasty butt, where their poop gets stuck to their butt and doesn't come out. All kind of things you gotta watch out for them. You know, just like you would a little baby who can't take care of themselves. It's also important to give them lots of loving, right, Seamus? Mm-hmm. You can pet them. You don't want to bother them too much, but you want them to get used to you because they're gonna be around a while. Hopefully they'll be around 3 or 4 years and lay lots of eggs for us. Well, these chicks cost about $4 to $5 a piece at Tractor Supply. And it'll take a while to get them up to egg laying speed, about 4 to 5 months. Some of them maybe even 6 months. There's a lot of time and effort put into them and money put into them in the beginning. But in the end, you're getting about 250 to 300 eggs a year per chick for 3 years. Great investment. They're very good for the farm. Children love taking care of them, gives them a sense of responsibility. And we can sell the eggs too to kind of make up for the food we're buying for them all the time. And we also started out with some organic chick starter grower crumbles. I got those at Tractor Supply as well. We like to get them organic food to start out with. Later on, it'll just be non-GMO, not organic, because organic's too expensive after a while. But we'll keep you up to date on the goings-on of these chicks. And eventually, as they develop their little personalities and develop their size and shape and colors, they all have different varieties of colors here. We'll even give them some names, right?
Yeah.
Delia's looking forward to that. You too?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to be fun. I think Delia's going to be the one who's going to be taking care of them a lot, right, Delia? And she'll do a great job. If you have a child who's somewhat responsible and has initiative, then you can start them out something like this too, just to get a few in there under their belt and get them started and help them to take care of animals. And you can get some nice, scrumptious, delicious eggs from them. Our eggs are the best eggs I've ever had. Nice, rich orange yolk. I love eating them almost every morning, and I wouldn't trade them for anything the store sells to us.